Hey, what's up? What's going on, everybody? You now tune into my Basketball Wives recap. I'm back, y'all. Woo, woo. So make sure you subscribe if you're not yet part of the family. Make sure that you subscribe, all right? And check out my other channel, Samore Love TV, because that's where I have my love and hip hop reviews, as well as all my beauty reviews are on there as well. So yeah, I know y'all probably like, oh, she done gave up on the show, but no, I didn't. I was on vacation for a little bit, but I'm back now, trying to get back into the flow and catch up on everything. All right, so damn, I need to turn on my air conditioner, but I'm gonna wait till after this because I was wanting some little sippy, and yeah, I'm kind of hot now, but we're gonna get through this. Hopefully, I don't become a sweatbox, but it's actually, I don't have that many notes right here anyway, so we should get through this pretty quickly. So Tami, she was getting all loud and everything. She was getting all out of character because, you know, Jennifer was really trying her real quick. Jennifer was on some, oh, what you gonna do? Like, she had pepper. First of all, she talked about she had so many receipts. But then when they asked her, okay, so let's see your messages that you talking about you have. Oh, I can't find them. Mine stops the day before the messages started. How convenient is that? Like, I was like, yo, like, I would straight be like, yo, I'm calling bullshit right now because you playing games. And Shaunie had to remind Tami real quick, like, girl, she will straight sue your ass and she will call the cops on you. So just try to calm down. Don't hit her. Don't do any of that stuff because we've seen it before. It happened with Evelyn. So if she could do it to somebody who was such a close friend to her, she could definitely do it to Tami, you know? And what's his name had to kind of come up to her too, her man, and tell her, like, girl, just stop it, chill out, because you don't need this. She needs this. Obviously, she does need this because that's why she came back. Tami's been saying on numerous occasions that she was going to leave the show, but I don't know if they gave her better deals or what it was, you know, what they talked about behind the scenes, but obviously she's still there. But you know, she got her Bonnet Chronicles and she got all her little other side stuff. She does comedy now. I think she's in some movies, is doing little cameos and all that here and there. So I mean, she's getting money in other places, you know what I mean? So this is not her only source of income. Kirsten, she was like getting all loud and stuff when they was trying to like simmer things down and come back. You see her like, what is everybody fighting? I'm like, girl, you're doing the most right now. Like, everybody's calm right now. You're not even a part of this, and you're getting all hype and everything. Then she starts crying. But, I mean, I get the reason why she's crying, because she's like, everybody's missing the point of why they're there. They're there because this is a public service announcement. This is to bring awareness to young black men or young black boys, whatever, you know, getting killed by police officers for no apparent reason, for no good reason, for not having weapons, not being violent or anything else, but getting shot down, and it needs to stop. And that was the main focus and the main point. And it's like, y'all making this a whole shit show and you know, dancing, playing around. I mean, of course, I mean, funny dancing and playing around, but you know what I mean, like fighting and just acting stupid, acting a fool, when this is supposed to be something for the greater good. So it was funny because when Kirsten was crying, Shaunie was there talking to her, and Jennifer came over like, "Why are you crying?" And that's when she told her why she was crying, like the way she felt. And Shaunie's just like, you know, some people are just not on that level. You know, they need to level up because, yeah, they're not there. They're not where you are. And it's sad. And I was like, and she was just talking to Kirsten, but pretty much talking about Jennifer right in front of Jennifer. I'm like, yo, that's some boss moves right there. But that's some shit I do. Like, I'm not going to wait and talk about you behind your back if I really got something to say about you. I'm going to talk about you right there. And if you really want to say something, go ahead and say what you got to say. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like where that was. So they did go ahead and do the public service announcement, and actually it was really, for me, I was sitting here with chills. Like, it was really touching, and the way that they did it, you know, with the pauses and stuff, I felt like it was really effective. And at the end, they dedicated it to Malaysia's brother, and I thought that that was a beautiful way to end it. And you could see that Malaysia was genuinely touched by the gesture, by the whole by the whole public service announcement and just by putting the message out there, you know? And I feel like Tami did definitely a great job. I mean, not Tami, Jackie definitely did a great job putting it all together. So OG, she talks to her mom, and she's oh no, before we get to that, let's talk about Kirsten. So Kirsten, you know how she talking about she want more children or whatever. She don't need no more children right now. I mean, because she has a 2-year-old, and she's talking about how, you know, the kid is pretty much running her. I mean, yes, kids get into the terrible twos, but luckily for me, my son wasn't like a terrible 2. He was more so, he was a little bad when he was 3, but 2, he wasn't really bad. I remember that, you know, but I never allowed him to, like, run me or anything like that. Like, he knew if he saw a certain face, and I wasn't the type to beat my kid, but it was like, when I give you that look, you better know, you know? But, and I think it's mainly, and he's still the same way, like, he just doesn't want to disappoint me because he can tell when I'm serious. But sometimes he, like, pushes me to get to that point. Like, why I gotta scream at you and curse at you for you to, like, chill out? You know what I mean? And that's, like, that's sometimes where we butt heads. But I feel like she's kind of, I guess, soft, or I don't think she really knows how to handle the situation that well with her child. And then she talked about she want another one, but yet, like, you know, just the privilege of having money. I mean, it's like, oh, this is too much for me. Let me get a nanny. Like, I'm assuming, because I don't see her talking about she works anywhere. I'm assuming she's a stay-at-home mom. You know, I don't see why you would really need a nanny. Yes, maybe somebody to clean because that's a big, large house. But I feel like you should be able to take care of your own child, you know? Unless, like, maybe you have errands that you have to run. Of course, you need, like, a sitter or whatever for that time. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me because I don't see the purpose. But I guess when you have the money to blow, the money to waste, it's like, okay, let's do it. I mean, that's just my point of view. But then she had somebody come through, and the person was just like, she didn't really like her because I feel like the woman seems like she wants to do her own thing. And she's from New Orleans. You know, they're all about gumbo and all those things. And Kirsten has a lot of rules. It's just like no meats, no any of that stuff, no chicken. Just the only thing is seafood. That's the only thing they give her, as well as pea milk. No other type of milk at all. So it's like certain things that she's like, you know, this is what my daughter does. I make her rules and you have to follow it or else. So, and the child didn't seem like she was meshing too well with the woman anyway. Now let's talk about OG. So OG, she talks to her mom, and they kind of talk about her relationship with Kwame and how she's not really sure where he is, but she knows where she is at this point in life. And, you know, her mother just kind of gives her the same kind of advice that she already knew. It's pretty much like you have to decide what you need to do and where you want to go in life. And maybe, just maybe, he might not be a part of the plan, you know? If he's not willing to get on to where you want to go, then you kind of have to find that out now before you end up wasting more time. And then, you know what I mean? Because yeah, there's a lot of advances in, you know, money and all those things. I mean, not money, in medical science, where people are like 60 years old having kids. But do you really want to be that old to have a kid, you know? And you're not even going to be able to experience a lot of things with them depending on how your health goes, you know? You never know how long you have. That's one thing. And, you know, so it's like, I think, and she's determined to have marriage before she just goes ahead and has the child. I guess that's the way she was brought up, that's the way she was raised, and that's exactly what she wants to do. That's her right way that she wants to do it. So, you know, she talks to him later on FaceTime, and she does bring up the whole topic again. And once again, he just looks like he was just super uncomfortable. Like, he didn't really want to talk about it. And he's just like, she's like, do you see yourself with me forever? And he's like, forever? And just right there, like, I don't know if that's the way he is being sarcastic, but he looked like he was really serious. And for me, that would have been an argument, because I'm like, hold the F up, because I'm a Pisces. I'm a very emotional person. So you come at me with some forever, like, that means that you're not really trying to F with me in the long run, and that means we got to make some changes. You know what I mean? Because nah, like, we not gonna be playing house forever. I'm not gonna be your come home and get the goodies, me make the food for you and do everything like we husband and wife for forever. Like, there has to be some kind of cutoff. Yeah, once you get to know each other for a little while, yeah, that's all good and fine. But, you know, The only thing with her is maybe she'll have to do a lifestyle change, because I'm assuming, well, I don't know what she does as far as like, I know she does the football, but I don't know if she has like, you know, her own income and all that stuff coming in or not. But, you know, it may be a lifestyle change, because right now she has an athlete. But other than that, I mean, she definitely has to like maybe start looking into other options or whatever, you know? And last thing that we ended up seeing was Malaysia and Kirsten. They were talking, and they were just kind of talking about Cece and, you know, that whole relationship. I wasn't really too into that particular conversation. She's just having more issues with Cece. They need to rectify it, and I feel like Malaysia's more so on Kirsten's side. Maybe because they have a better relationship and because they're the same age bracket. I think that kind of has a part to do with it, because I do feel like Kirsten did a lot of effed up things, and it seems like Malaysia is still more so going on her side. I feel like Kirsten kind of jumped the boat and the wagon and went over to somebody who's like the enemy, you know what I mean? And even when Cece was saying that, it's like Malaysia was jumping down her throat, like, you need to fix this. Why does she need to fix it, you know? But that's kind of where we ended off at with that episode. Definitely check out my other channel for my love and hip hop reviews. Thanks for watching. Stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one.